Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always, told out of Voice of Radio. So with Silver Tempest revealed and Lost Origin released, it's time for us to take a little bit of a look at which set you should be investing in, which set you should be collecting. Phrase it how you choose to do so. You see, ladies and gentlemen, as much as I would love to buy 1,000,000 packs of every Pokemon set out there, it's just not really terribly, well, I don't have infinite money, and I know most of you out there probably don't have infinite money too, and I do get a lot of questions from people, basically saying, hey, Wassy, so which set should I actually be going for? And that's a question we're going to answer here. One thing I do need to bear in mind, we don't have full information about Silver Tempest. We know that it is going to basically be a mixture of two Japanese sets, the recently released Incandescent Arcana and the currently unreleased, in fact unrevealed, Paradigm Trigger. We know it's going to be the Lugia set, and honestly, although we haven't had the official reveal of Silver Tempest, that basically tells us everything we need to know. So let's start off with Silver Tempest and see what we're going to be looking at. Because you see, if we put these three sets, your Astral Radiance, your Lost Origin, your Silver Tempest, if we put all of these side by side, they're very similar sets. They all have exactly 3 Radiant Pokemon, and we actually know what the Radiant Pokemon are going to be in Silver Tempest, because they're all from Incandescent Arcana, so we know Jirachi's going to be one of them as a lovely example. But there's nothing really, in fact they are the 3 sets with Radiant Pokemon, there's nothing really in them to choose between. Like, Astral Radiance had the best one so far, that being Greninja. Obviously Pokemon Go had some, we're not talking about Pokemon Go right now. But, you know, if we look at the main sets here, the best one of them is Greninja, which came around in Astral Radiance, but that's like a $2 card. These Radiant Pokemon aren't even remotely valuable, not even a tiny bit, so we can't really use Radiant Pokemon. So what can we use? Well, they're all going to have Radiant Pokemon, they're all going to have a trainer gallery, they're all going to have alternate art cards. And if the Radiant Pokemon aren't going to make a difference, we're really looking at the highlight cards in the set, and we're looking at the trainer gallery. Now, the cool thing is about Silver Tempest, even though Silver Tempest isn't out for a couple of months, I've already shown you the trainer gallery. I literally have already done a video showing you what the trainer gallery is going to be, and I feel very, very confident about it. And there are a couple of cards in there that stand out. The alternate art Rayquaza V Max is going to absolutely be a winner. And Friends in Gala, which I'm still confused why it would be in there. And I don't think it should be in there. But it really seems like it's going to be. They're big cards. And I personally am absolutely in love with the Cricketune. It's my favourite card. Probably any of the trainer gallery cards, at least certainly in terms of the V's and V Maxes. But the fact of the matter is, these are not massive headline cards, and I don't think that's an unfair thing to say. So actually, as it stands at the moment, I don't think the trainer gallery is going to be amazing. It's going to be fine, there's going to be lots of cool cards, but there's really 2 cards in there that really stand out, and then a bunch of stuff which is cool, but isn't really going to make a huge difference to anybody. So I don't think the trainer gallery is going to be among the strongest. If we go over to Silver Tempest, we know what the 2 alternate art cards from that set are, the ones that are going to be character super rares, and what we've basically got in here is your superior character super rare, which is, I think, absolutely beautiful. I adore the artwork. And you've got the Morile, but neither of those are huge headline cards that are going to really sell the set. And I don't think that's an unfair thing to say. Could be wrong. I just don't think they're going to be the kind of cards that are going to be amazing. So the trainer gallery as a whole isn't huge, but we know it's going to be the Lugia set. And, I mean, come on. Does anybody think there, and we won't know this until the set actually releases at the beginning of next month, early October, but does anyone honestly think there isn't going to be an alternate art Lugia? there's gonna be an alternate art Lugia. And for me, that's what Silver Tempest basically comes down to. We know Regieleki and Regidrago are also being featured, but are they really hyper popular Pokemon? I would suggest not. And there's still chance for other things to come around from that set and surprise us. But basically, Silver Tempest is going to have Lugia. And, like my good friend, the lovely Primal Lugia, the one who runs Poké Guardian, lovely, lovely chap, they're in on this. And who wouldn't be? It's Lugia. And that's essentially what we're saying, and I know that Silver Tempest isn't out and we don't have full information, but I've also got a bunch of questions from people. This is the time when a lot of people are starting to pre-order Silver Tempest, and people want to know if they should be pre-ordering Silver Tempest or just buying Lost Origin. Because again, not infinite money. And my inkling at the moment is Trainer Gallery is not going to be amazing in Silver Tempest. It's not going to be the strongest, but it's going to be the Lugia set. And we all know that base set Charizard is the card. In the Pokemon card game history, if you go all the way back, the card is Charizard. Outside of Charizard, though, if you're looking for the next big hype card, it's Neo Genesis Lugia. The first Lugia card. That's the level we're looking at with Lugia. And, if we compare it to, for instance, I don't know, Palkia's a recent one that was kind of the head of a Japanese set, so that seems to be a pretty good comparison. You're going to get the V and you're going to get the V-Star. That's all fairly standard. Then you're going to get the Rainbow Rare V-Star and the Gold V-Star. And then you're going to get the Full Art V, and there's no guarantee, we don't know for a fact, but I would be absolutely stunned if it did not get a special art, alternate art, call it what you will, V. I think all of those are essentially a given at this stage. And that's kind of my point. Do bear in mind the Palkia was taken out to be used as a promo, the full art, but my point still stands. You're going to be getting all of them. And I've not heard anything about it being taken out as a promo here, so it should be fine. My point is there's going to be a bunch of Lugia cards, and they are going to be very, 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 very exciting. And that's kind of my point here, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Lugia set. And that's basically what this comes down to. I don't think the Trainer Gallery is going to be amazing, but it is the Lugia set, and that alone could be enough to sell it. Yes, I know there is Full Art Serena, and over in Japan, Full Art Serena is a massive deal. The Full Art supporters over here are not a huge deal in the same way they are in Japan, so I wouldn't be relying on that as a massive chase card. Now, Lost Origin at the moment is seeming like the strongest option. We're just going backwards, and Lost Origin seems like the strongest option. In terms of Trainer Gallery, I said this a while ago when we first figured out what the Trainer Gallery was, and my opinion on it hasn't changed. Of the 4 sets that are having Trainer Galleries, and like I say, I'm fairly sure we've worked out Silver Tempest's entire Trainer Gallery. We might only know half of the main card sets, but we know the whole Trainer Gallery, I'm fairly sure. And I've been saying this since we figured it out. I think Lost Origin has the strongest Trainer Gallery. Because you've got the Pikachu V character super rare. You've got the Pikachu V Max character super rare. You've got the gold Pikachu V Max, the gold Mew V Max, basically the 2 best gold cards. And then you've got character rares of both Pikachu and Charizard. In terms of the Trainer Gallery, Lost Origin wins. It's got probably the best character super rare in your Pika. It's got the 2 best gold cards and possibly the 2 best character rares. It's ridiculous. So if we're going just by Trainer Gallery, Lost Origin wins by a landslide. But even in terms of main set cards, Lost Origin is looking absolutely great. We know at this stage that Giratina looks like it is going to be the best deck in the game, or if it's not the best deck, certainly one of them. And of course, because Giratina is going to be the best set in the game, plus it's Giratina who's hyper popular, you've got the Rainbow Rare and the Gold V-Star, and you've got the Full Art and the Alternate Art V, and the Alternate Art V, as we know, is looking like it's going to be one of those exception cards. It's looking like it's going to go absolutely nuts. As a side note, yes, I know Aerodactyl V, the Alternate Art, is going crazy value-wise at the moment. I don't believe it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't believe it, quite frankly. It seems like a lie. So we talked about this the other day. I might do a video going more in-depth in a moment. I'm not buying it. Don't believe the hype. And then, you've got your other alternate arts, your Rotom and your Galarian Berserker, that aren't anything terribly special. And there's nothing else in the set which is hugely special. I mean, the supporter cards aren't hugely special or anything along those lines. But you've got the Giratina combined with the amazing Trainer Gallery, and that's got to make Lost Origin the leader in the clubhouse. In terms of Trainer Gallery, Silver Tempest is not going to be challenging it. I feel pretty confident about that. But the Lugia stuff really could make Silver Tempest a set to watch. And we know there's going to be Lugia stuff. We've literally been told there's going to be a V-Star. We know a whole bunch of stuff about it. We've seen the whole of Incandescent Arcana as well. But we know it's going to be the Lugia set. And there's certain things we can pretty much take as granted knowing it is the Lugia set. So that's basically the question. And I'm afraid I've got to say, and I do, when I'm doing these videos, I do like to give you definitive answers. I don't like to sit on the fence and say, well, it's really up to you. I like to, where possible, give you definitive answers. And I think we've got to say that Lost Origin is the weakest of them. Now, I'm not saying it's bad. For me personally, there are 3 Gold Kato stadiums in Lost Origin. I still need to get hold of all of them, actually. That alone makes it, for me, an amazing set. Over in the Trainer Gallery, I am personally adoring the Hyganasuke Hoot Hoot. That makes me very, very excited, and we all love that Starmie. But if we look at the Trainer Gallery objectively in Lost Origin, what have we got? You've got the Garchomp, sure. Yeah. Maybe Zacian, maybe Galarian Moltres. The Trainer Gallery in Astral Radiance is not going to have, it doesn't have anything really kind of out there amazing. But it is a Dialga and Palkia set. So we all know that Dialga is a decent deck and Palkia is a great deck. So at least you've got those cards in there. They're very, very cool. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that goes with that. Obviously, remember the full arts were taken out to be used as promos. But you've got the special arts of Dialga and Palkia, both of which are absolutely amazing and stunning cards. Not to mention that we've got, your Rainbow Rare V-Stars of both of them. And then you've got your Gold V-Stars of both of them, which is pretty exciting. A Gold Double Turbo Energy, I should mention, is pretty cool. Full Art Irida is also a very good card and a very popular Pokemon. So I'm not saying Astral Radiance is a bad set, not by any stretch of the imagination. It's not. But I am telling you that if we look at Astral Radiance, one of the things it doesn't have is a huge signature card, like the Special Art Lugia is going to be, like the Special Art Giratina is. The only card in the set right now which is above $50 is Machamp V, and I've explained to you in the past, there is no reason Machamp V should be that expensive. The Japanese equivalent over in Japan is not that expensive. It's basically a lie. So we've got a few kind of hovering around $50, but that's about it. And look, for me, Astral Radiance has the Hisui and Sneasler alternate art, along with all the other cards I've pointed out. For me personally, I love Astral Radiance. A lot of my favourite artists really came to play. But I don't think it's a stunning set for collectors and players generally, although it does have all the Palkia stuff. So for me, it's kind of simple. Here's how it breaks down. I do believe that Astral Radiance is the weakest of the 3. I do not think it is a bad set, let's be perfectly clear, because I do think there's a lot of very good cards. It's got all the Dialga and Palkia stuff. For me personally, it's amazing, and I do think that's very important to note. Lost Origin has got to be the leader in the clubhouse. It's got, by a bit of a margin, the best Trainer Gallery out of all 4 sets, because it's only the year 3 Sword and Shield sets that have had them. We're not looking at Brilliant Stars in this video, but Brilliant Stars has also had them. So it's the best one of those. And it's also interesting because it's got the Giratina stuff. And that makes Lost Origin, for me, the leader in the clubhouse. Silver Tempest is not going to be on the same level in terms of Trainer Gallery, because even if I'm slightly off on the Trainer Gallery, come on, we know largely what it's going to be. But it is the Lugia set. So if you want to be safe, looking at these 3 sets, the best option right now is Lost Origin. But we haven't seen Paradigm Trigger, and I really do believe that Paradigm Trigger could be a game changer with all of those Lugia. You have been heard. You have been told. I don't know. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know what you think about all of this good stuff. I want to know how excited you are about it. I want to know anything you want to tell me. So let me know in the comment section, would you? Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wasi. That's where we talk Pokemon and card games and Pokemon card games and all kinds of fun things. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can join a Discord to chat with us. You can get weekly bonus pods where I answer all of your questions. You can request videos on certain tiers. And you can even, get shout-outs on these videos. Like the lovely Star of Dav, who has just gone and become a Patreon very recently. Thank you very much to Star of Dav for being a Patreon and for being a thoroughly lovely person. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name is Ross and you've been watching PTCG Radio.